Welcome to IAH 241E, Creativity and Social Entrepreneurship. In this class, which starts on Monday, May 11th, we're going to be exploring social entrepreneurship. We're going to read about entrepreneurial approaches to addressing social causes. We're going to analyze the cultural, social, political, geographical, and technological context of social entrepreneurial work. We're going to analyze the stakeholders involved in this work, including clients, customers, community organizers, leaders, legislators, policymakers, customers and consumers, and more. We're also going to talk about the challenges of engaging in social entrepreneurial work, along with analyzing the impacts and implications of the larger global trend towards social entrepreneurship. And we'll end this class by talking about the future of social entrepreneurship. In this video, I want to provide a brief overview of our class and an introduction to me. I'm Danielle Nicole DeVoss. I'm a professor here at MSU. I teach undergraduate and graduate classes in MSU's Professional and Public Writing undergrad program and our Rhetoric and Writing graduate program. I also teach in our Entrepreneurship and Innovation minor, specifically one of the two core courses for the minor, and that's CAS AL 114, Creativity for Entrepreneurial Context. My research in the last few books I've published focus on two key areas. First, digital writing and media production, and second, intellectual property issues in digital spaces. I'm hoping to next work on a book about social entrepreneurship and humanities education. I used to run the Creativity Exploratory in the College of Arts and Letters, which was a creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurial lab. We had brainstorming rooms and tools, a media lab, a makerspace where I had a laser cutter, plotter printer, digital sewing machine, and more. We regularly brought in speakers and held workshops on a range of different topics. We're going to have a specific focus for each week of our class. The first week of class, we're going to hone in on what entrepreneurship is and what it means. The second week of class, we're going to broaden that to consider cultural entrepreneurship and the larger cultural and global context of this work. Week 3, we'll talk about the technological context of social entrepreneurship. During week 4, we'll talk about some of the key players and stakeholders involved in social entrepreneurial initiatives. Week 5, we'll talk about some of the challenges we face when we're approaching entrepreneurial projects, activities, and initiatives. Week 6, we'll explore the impacts and implications, the results of social entrepreneurial work. And for the last week of class, we'll focus in on what the future looks like. Each week of class will be set up the same way. There will be an overview video, which you can watch on YouTube or on D2L. There will be a text-only transcript for each video in case you prefer to read or it's easier to follow along by reading. There will be weekly readings, usually 2 or 3. There will be a case for each week, almost all of which are MSU-born cases of social entrepreneurship, and there will be at least one spark each week. There are 5 assignments for class this semester, all of which are mentioned on the syllabus. The first is to contribute to the class and reading discussions, which will be on Packback. I've posted a short video with an introduction to Packback on D2L. The way Packback works is that it focuses on asking good questions. So every week for 6 weeks, you're going to post one question inspired by the class materials and respond to one question that someone else has posted. By the end of the semester, you should have produced at least 6 questions and at least 6 responses for full points. The other 4 assignments are projects. For each, we're going to be doing some looking, some watching, some listening, some exploring, and then we're going to do some inventing, creating, and innovating around social entrepreneurship. 3 of the projects are individual, and 1 is collaborative. You'll work with 4 or 5 other people for that project. I want everyone to leave this class with a deep, rich understanding of social entrepreneurship, along with a set of creativity and innovation tools that you can take and use and apply to other aspects of your academic, personal, and professional life. Throughout the course, I'm going to emphasize communication. You can have the best, most creative, most innovative ideas in the world, but if you can't effectively communicate them to others, those ideas aren't going anywhere. I think creativity, communication, and social entrepreneurship go hand in hand. So along with the creativity and innovation tools you'll leave the class with, you should leave with enhanced abilities to communicate your ideas in different media. In this class, you're going to be creating web pages, slideshow presentations, and other documents. That said, you don't have to have a ton of technology skills for this class. For our assignments, I'll introduce some different tools and provide access to some tutorials and resources to get started. You must have access to D2L, YouTube, and Packback for class. You're going to need a stable, pretty high-speed internet connection. You'll probably need a camera, but your phone will do just fine. And you will need to have an open mind and a willingness to play and create. I have one important piece of advice as class gets started. I encourage you to approach this class as you would a face-to-face class. What I mean by this is you should set aside time each week to work on class. For instance, on my planner, I've crossed off 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. on Mondays and Thursdays, and then from noon until 5 o'clock on Sundays to work on our class. You might need a little less time, you might need a little bit more time, it's up to you, but keeping a schedule and protecting your time to read, to explore the cases and sparks, to work on projects, to post a packback is going to be absolutely important in this fast-paced class. I'll be keeping in touch with you regularly on email and by video and on D2L. Know that you can always email me anytime you have questions about class, our materials, or about our projects. Welcome to IAH 241E.